And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose well before we're underway. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for Denver, before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the 3. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now here's Gobert. Back to Edwards. 5 on the clock. Lays it up off the glass. Edwards got the first points up on the board here for Minnesota.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Back to Murray. On the wing, Gordon. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Murray kicks to Gordon. Jokic passes to Gordon. Count that bucket.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
Here's Conley. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round. 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. I briefly spoke with Michael Malone. Their team's main focus tonight, well, it starts with all-star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. We have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious gameplay. Kevin?
Thank you, David. DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randle has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
That free throw good from Randle. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Guys, what you love about Julius Randle is the well-rounded nature of his game. Because he works so hard on his shooting ability, it makes his dribble drive that much more dangerous.
Here's Brown. Coming off a stellar performance against Toronto.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside Edwards. Conley sets a screen for Edwards. To the left side wing. And slam dunk by Gobert.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
On offense, here are the Nuggets. It's a three-point game. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they felled the Wolves.
Well, they were on the wrong side of a very close matchup last time they met. but what a great game.
Conley gets the bucket.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Murray with it. And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
It's time for the dance camp. Get up and get down. Get ready to see yourself on the screen and show us your best moves. Let's go.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Nuggets. And a change for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo's checked in. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Murray down low. Edwards there. Edwards with the block. Here's Conley. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Back to Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray to the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. Conley against Murray. Conley up top. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Murray. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And you can't fall asleep against Murray, especially when he's got great interior positioning. The D has got to be better.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Murray. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Let's take a look at the players who are the best on the glass this season ago. Rudy Gobert is second. Fourth, Jokic.
But these guys are always around the hoop, always with a nose for the ball. A dominant season inside for both.
Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Michael Porter. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Murray sets a screen for Gordon. Pass to Westbrook. Back to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
You love seeing Aaron Gordon in the pick and roll. This guy is adept at setting screens and then getting into open space.
Minnesota in the lead. Conley surveying the D. Over Westbrook. Hits the front of the rim and out. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a win against Charlotte. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Shot clock at 2. Murray, no good. And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. For 3, Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. We've got 1:08 left here in the opening quarter. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. And the first one drops. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
32 seconds left in the first. Outside Porter. The Nuggets moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Launches from deep. And again, Denver no good. Pass to DiVincenzo. Alexander Walker with the ball. Off target with his 3. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Timberwolves lead by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Reed in at the center position.
Yeah, this guy is so special. On the attack on the interior, this guy is seeking contact. He doesn't want to avoid it.
Reed kicks to DiVincenzo. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And here are the Nuggets now, trailing by 2. Inside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
And so here's Denver, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And that one, good. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Now here's Westbrook. And he also played really well in that win against the Raptors.
You have to be careful when Jaden McDaniels is in your area as an offensive player. This guy is so elite defensively.
McDaniels with the ball. He's covered by Watson. Alexander Walker finds Ingles. To the inside. Here's DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo. Great positioning on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Watson up top. McDaniels defending. Astonagi. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 4. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Reed with a screen on Westbrook. Down low. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 6. And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Let's give a warm welcome, your Nuggets dance team.
Both teams will make substitutions. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. 5th, the Timberwolves.
Well, an important element of their defense is the ability to intimidate. I mean, their stellar shot blocking last year accomplished that in a big-time way.
Here's Murray. They set the pick. DiVincenzo against Porter. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Wednesday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And for that matchup with the Pelicans, that should be an interesting one. Early in the season, both teams will still be working out the details.
Well, defensively, Doris, these Minnesota Timberwolves are really a cut above the rest.
They led the league in defensive rating in 2024. They have so many ways to shut down what you're trying to do offensively. Length, athleticism, rim protection, commitment, and great scheme. They are a nightmare.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Astonagi. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jokic inside, defended by Gobert. The Nuggets with another miss. Minnesota leading by 8. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Nuggets are an example of how you build a contender from the ground up. Coach Michael Malone says, I'm hoping we can be a blueprint for a lot of young teams, young coaches, and young GMs. Be patient. Let it build the right way, bring in the right kind of people, and you never know what's going to happen. Kevin?
Well, David, you've just triggered a lot of thoughts here. But doing it that way, to me, feels the right way. And a lot of fun to watch their success. And we thank you for the report. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Denver making a switch here. Strother's checked in, and Edwards drops them both. So we're still in the early days here of this season, but Doris, for teams getting a slow start, how worried should they be?
Well, wins and losses matter no matter when they happen, so obviously there's always a little concern. But some of this is about, do we have our full contingent of players? Is there anyone that's starting out coming off an off-season surgery? You have to figure out the context of the slow start in order to gauge how concerned you are.
Now here's Murray. Jokic with the screen on Conley. For three, Murray drains it from beyond the arc. Murray's got 5 now.
And the backbone of Murray's game is that ability to scorch you from distance.
Conley against Murray. From 10 feet out, McDaniels gets a wide open look. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. McDaniels got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves. 1:21 left here in the second. Murray the pass to Najee. Here's Strother. Edwards defending. Lock at 6. Here's Strother. Banked in off the glass. Timberwolves leading by 8. Has to go Bear. Here is Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Oh, great ball movement there.
There's 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Najee. He's defended by Randall. Murray, good.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Here's Conley. Outside Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
The Nuggets trail by 11. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. And they double up Murray. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And they'll get another chance. Murray, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Gotta appreciate the way they're moving the ball. The offense is flowing like my rap game. When you bring the bright beat, you know my name.
You know what? It is a debate. Were you a better rapper or you're a better DJ as you are today?
Now that's me, Kenny, DJ EJ. All right, now, still early on, but let's check out the Western Conference standings.
You know, right now for Minnesota, they're finding out anyone can win on any night. That said, once they've adjusted, watch out. Lots of firepower on this roster.
thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Here's Jokic. Scoreless thus far. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. And it's Jokic in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
And if you were to assemble a first-team all-second rounders, Jokic would be a shoo-in.
First free throw is good. And Jokic drops them both. Timberwolves leading by 9. Now Edwards. Got a hand on it. Here's Jokic. Jokic a screen. Here's Brown. Julius Randle with the rebound. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
Now here's Murray. He's got 7. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Craig, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
The first one falls.
And what I like about Murray is how he just goes at you. He doesn't hold back on either end and uses his motor to wear you down.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Randle kicks to Gobert. Pass to Edwards. A crossover. Outside for Randle. Over Gordon. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Porter passes to Murray. Back to Porter. 6 to shoot. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. From 18 feet away. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Over to the left wing. Randle against Gordon. Now here's Randle. Defense is right there. Conley inside the line. It's held in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Porter's got 5 now.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Now we get a chance to check out Nikola Jokic. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 26 points a game last year, 12 rebounds and 9 assists. And he's a great presence on the glass. He'll battle inside for every rebound.
He's certainly not afraid to mix it up. When bodies are around or flying, he's usually at the point of it.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels.
Jaden McDaniels is a guy who will embrace physicality, does a nice job drawing contact.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
The reputation for Jaden McDaniels is he's a lockdown defender, and that's cross-positionally. Now he needs to continue to develop offensively.
And he's good on the second. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Gobert against Jokic. Gobert with the block.
Wow, insanely tough to get a shot off when Rudy Gobert is around. Wow.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall. Randall is doubled. Out to Conley. Randall outside. Over Murray. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
The ability to get to the mid-range game is something Julius Randle has proven he can do.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Jokic with a screen on Randall. Gordon for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Stolen by Conley. No good that time. Good defense by Jokic.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Now, here's Jokic. And a wide open look for Porter. And another miss by Denver. Randall outside. To the paint. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Timberwolves also changing it up. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Edwards. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. 1:46 left to play in the 3rd. Randall dishes to Gobert. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Wide open look here for Murray. He drains the quick shot. Murray's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nuggets. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pass to DiVincenzo. Randall against Gordon from the baseline. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 4 this quarter.
unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
With the step back. Outside Gordon. From the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. That one goes in. And now a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, this is exactly where Rudy Gobert looks to score. The more dangerous he becomes, the closer he gets to the basket.
Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Murray looking around. Pass to Jokic. The shot misses. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right after this. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in to Michael Malone.
Stay positive. Don't get down. We got a lot of...
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Joe Ingles is out there with Miller. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2-guard spot. A nice shot by Brown.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Timberwolves leading by 10. Alexander Walker with the ball. To the middle.
Naz Reid understands how to play physically inside. Able to get a shot off despite the foul.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals really pressuring those ball handlers.
And he makes the first.
Naz Reid is the perfect modern big man. He can stretch you to distance. He will rebound consistently, but he can also put it on the deck and catch you off guard if you let him.
Dillingham's checked in for Miller. Both free throws good from Reid.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And here is Murray. To the inside. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Watson.
And so creative with the ball in his hand. Murray draws the defense in and then makes a terrific pass.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pass to Reid. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Dillingham with the bucket.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Back to Westbrook, over Dillingham, and Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Watson.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Timberwolves leading by 11. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
Please give a big round of applause for the
Gordon, he's checking in for the Nuggets. And a change for the Timberwolves. Edwards, he's checked in for Dillingham. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. While the team is up, Coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Alexander Walker. And it's off from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 11. Inside, here's Najee. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Ingles. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Here's Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Brown. The kick out to Westbrook. They set the pick. Over Reed. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Brown. Here's Westbrook. He tries for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Now here's Edwards. Reed in the post. And he can't stop the run as he misses. The Nuggets trail by 6. Outside Westbrook. Denver passing it around. Got a piece of it. Now Gordon. Here's Murray. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And now just a 4-point Minnesota lead. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Jokic is checked in for the Nuggets. Michael Porter comes in for Russell Westbrook. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Mike Conley subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Now here's Conley. Has to Gobert. And here's Edwards. McDaniels sets a screen for Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Porter kicks to Murray. For the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. McDaniels against Porter. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Murray. And rebounded by McDaniels. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Edwards. Buries the 20-footer.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Here's Murray. 1:49 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Jokic. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Over in the corner, Conley. That 3 off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 6. Murray, the pass to Brown. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Porter with it. Takes the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
Oh, here's Edwards. Now Conley. Angle right side. Doesn't go for it. Gordon with the defensive effort. Denver's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Jokic finds Murray. Gordon with it to tie it up. And he recovers it. Pass to Brown. Jokic draws the double. And here's Gordon from outside. It's in! Oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Down low, here's Randle. Good!
Julius Randle under tremendous pressure with the big bucket.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A big you can't really send to the line too much. Jokic, an effective free throw shooter.
Drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And Jokic drops them both.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
Here is Edwards. Ooh, offline.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Conley with it. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. Randall surveying the D. A three-pointer is right on target. Randall's got the first basket here in overtime for Minnesota.
Well, so often the guy who sets the screen. In that instance, Julius Randle with the ball in his hands in the pick and roll. Go ahead, Julius.
Gobert with the block, and he gets it back. And Jokic throws it down.
And one. Defensive foul. Rudy Gobert. That's his fourth personal foul. First team foul.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Outside, Edwards. Edwards loves it in there.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. A two-point game. Porter passes to Brown. Now Jokic in the corner. Murray with it. 4 on the shot clock. A rebound by the Timberwolves. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Edwards looking it over. Edwards with a tough shot.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Pass to Jokic. For Gobert. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Jokic.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Timberwolves have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop so far in overtime. Here's Edwards. That shot is off. Good defense by Jokic. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Aaron Gordon in a big moment, unafraid to deliver. How pretty is that?
Minnesota's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Here's Edwards. Good!
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Porter passes to Brown. Murray against Conley to the middle. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
It's the Timberwolves now. The lead is 2. We can probably expect to see them slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
We know this about Anthony Edwards. He is fearless in these moments. That's a big-time clutch delivery.
no room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
And again, Denver, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's his fourth personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
The beauty of Anthony Edwards, there's a lot of natural talent, but there is the work ethic and the willingness to be coached that will allow him to maximize his abilities.
And he hits both free throws here, so now it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, we know this. Free throw shooting is such a mental aspect of the game. This guy keeps his composure and comes through.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Jokic, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
He gets the first, and that brings them within 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. 19 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Murray for 3. The Nuggets with another miss. And now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Here's Murray.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 9.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of it.
And so the Timberwolves take the win, and they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one.
Thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.